let's take some time for ourselves. This will be a short practice, or shorter practice. One thing I really like to remind you is that the practice doesn't have to be 60 minutes, it doesn't have to be 2 hours, you don't have to dedicate so much time. The one thing is you do have to show up on your mat and begin moving your body. So just some general housekeeping. I'm not in the room with you. If any of these postures presented do feel uncomfortable in your body, that's okay. We can always modify the practice to make it suit our body and our needs today. That's the most important part. The practice of yoga is simply finding comfort in your body, comfort in the moment, releasing a little bit of stress and tension, and just feeling a little bit more well-rounded and comfortable in your being. I will be utilizing 2 blocks in today's practice. If you have them, I always suggest them. They're wonderful aids to our practice. Because this is a little bit of a shorter practice, we're not going to begin with an intense meditation, finding our breath. Instead, we'll just begin with some somatic shaking. Finding ourselves on our mat, can we begin hopping up and down, maybe shaking the legs out, releasing the tension, releasing from the body anything that doesn't serve. Just finding some comfort and some movement, maybe making it silly, shaking your arms. Something that'll make you smile, laugh, feel comfortable. Maybe throw on a playlist. I'll be adding tonal music after. But doesn't mean that you can't add your own beats, make this your own rhythm, move your own way. There's no right and wrong to this somatic shaking, just some bouncing in the knees. We're here for another 30 seconds. Hopefully now, feeling everything in your body from fingers to toes. Whenever we're ready, let's make our way to the top of the mat. An inhalation allows arms to reach on up, and an exhalation allows palms to reach behind the back. We're going to try and counter some rounding, opening the heart and chest, gaze lifts to the ceiling. Holding here. Whenever we're ready, arms reach up and overhead. We're going to begin taking this into a forward fold. This is a wonderful place for our blocks. Utilizing the blocks, we'll push palms against the earth. We'll find the support in the legs, and then we'll try and melt the chest towards the thighs. Feeling the decompression of the spine, chest against thighs. We begin to regulate the nervous system through our breath. Active palms, active arms, active core. Can we begin to lift the chest and raise to half lift? From our Ardha Uttanasana, we're going to step right foot back. Blocks can stay exactly where they are. Knee can be lowered or lifted. Again, we're just trying to lift the chest, push into those arms, find our core strength. Fun challenge, right foot steps up to meet left, and we take this to the other side. Noticing the strength Stretching those hip flexors in that pelvic area. Seeing if you can still maintain that pressure in the arms, lifting the chest up. Shoulder blades plug in. And whenever we're ready, left foot steps up to meet right. We're gonna try and walk our palms to our hips and just hold in that half lift. Inhaling, we rise up. We're gonna bind all our fingers except our index, pointing out some energy. Can we shine the heart and the back? Inhaling up and into center. We're gonna take our right foot and just step back. We're gonna do a warrior one. Foot at 45-degree angle, left knee bending so that it's on top of the ankle. Inhaling, arms reach up and overhead. Palms don't even need to touch here to begin. Just noticing the strength in the legs, feeling the engagement of the glutes, strong support systems being built here. Remembering to smile, and if that means you can find a little bit more comfort, maybe diving just a bit deeper. We're here for 2 more breath cycles. And with control, another fun little challenge. We're gonna see if we can step our right foot up to meet our left. Arms reach up and overhead. We're returning to that back bend, opening the heart up. Inhaling into center. We prepare to do this practice on the opposite side. Left foot steps back, foot at a 45-degree angle, right knee over ankle. Maybe a weeble or a wobble, that's okay, we're all human. Inhaling, the arms can just reach up, shining the chest, feeling the support in the core. Fun challenge time. Can we step left foot up to meet right? One more back bend if we can. Shining the heart. We open up. And exhaling. We're gonna move our blocks out of the way. If we need them, they can be awesome support. We're making our way into a Malasana yogic squat. First feet at hips distance. We begin to sink down, maybe tuck that block underneath our pelvic bowl, right by the root. We can find support here. If toes are lifted, that's okay. Feeling the openness in the hips, using palms to push against one another, elbows to push against knees, and knees to push against elbows. This is a foreign place for you right now. Noticing all the sensations and inviting new openness. Amazing work. Can we remove that block if we were utilizing it? We're going to come to a comfortable seat. Taking the time just to remove the fleshy bits from beneath our sit bones so we can firmly root down. We're going to begin with bringing our right foot either into our shin, our thigh. We can do a locust bind. This is a lot of strain on the knee, so just being mindful. Today I'll demonstrate just with palm against thigh. We're pushing the palm of our foot against our thigh. We're engaging our left toes. Inhaling, arms reach on up to the sky. We grow the spine long. Exhaling, we hinge at the hips and we try and reach maybe for our shin, our ankle, or our toes. We're just utilizing this time to stretch the entire backs of the legs, opening up and releasing any tension we may have gathered from being seated for a while. If this is quite intense, noticing the sensations, noticing the frustrations, what bubbles up as you sit in this space, as you force new flexibility in your mind, sitting in a place of discomfort. For our last few breaths, we're just going to challenge our core, seeing if we could just reach our arms forward. We'll notice more sensation building in that left leg. Holding here just for 3, for 2, and 1. Use the arms to guide the chest back up. Can we shine our heart and chest up to the ceiling? Again, just like that back bend in the standing space. Exhaling, we're going to switch sides. Palm of the left foot against the shin, palm of the left foot against the thigh. If you're a seasoned practitioner, maybe taking that locust bind, but just knowing what feels right in your body depends on the day, honoring that space. I'm so excited for the deep stretch. We first have to begin by reaching tall. We want to grow our spinal column. And exhaling, we're going to try and reach for our shin, our ankle, or maybe our toes. Isolating the stretch now behind the right leg. It's fun challenge time. If we can, just reaching those arms forward. We want to feel support in our core. Our spine is long. We're just trying to add more sensation to the back of the legs, stretching a little bit deeper, inviting new openness for 3, for 2, and 1. Can we rise up? Again, just opening that heart space, that chest, countering the roundness by shining up and into the ceiling. This will help grow a little bit stronger posture. Exhaling, we're going to send both legs long. Make our way onto our back. We have one more practice before Savasana. Amazing work. We're going to do our Hatha style double leg lifts. This is an amazing exercise for the core. It'll really build a lot of support systems so that you can sit with better posture, so that you can find more comfort in movement. This is one of the foundational practices that really elevated and changed my practice entirely. It was not fun when I began, but if lower back presents some sensation, we build a little triangle and place it underneath our pelvic bowl. or we just have palms supporting beside the hips. Core work is one of the harder places for me to go, and if it's the same for you, knowing that we're gonna put in some effort and we can just stop whenever we feel too much, or we can continue on if today's a great day. We're gonna drive the heels, point the toes towards our face. Exhaling, we're gonna lower a quarter of the way down. Holding here. Inhaling, can we rise back up? And exhaling, we're gonna challenge ourselves to a halfway point. Making sure that the core is strong, we're engaging here, building that muscle in our solar plexus. Maybe inviting in some warmth. Inhaling up and into center, and now this time we lower 3/4 of the way down. Driving through those heels, glutes engaged, core is strong. We feel our strength. Inhaling, can we rise all the way up? And now we're gonna lower to a hover. This time we're not gonna hold. With an inhalation, can we rise back up? We'll repeat this between 5 and 10 times. Lowering down, inhaling to rise. If you can, just one more round. You've got this, you're strong. Excellent work. Whenever we're ready, can we lower to a hover? Just holding here with tension for 3, for 2, and 1. Letting go of the legs. Palms come up and into the ceiling. We make our way into Savasana. Maybe if we're new to practice, this is an excellent way to recognize the down regulation of breath, palm to belly, palm to heart. We notice those rhythms as we begin breathing deeply through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Hopefully noticing a lowering in the rate of the heart, that ebb and flow of the breath a little bit more regulated. We can keep palms where they are, or maybe just for our final 3 breaths together, releasing to full support of the earth. A gentle wiggle to fingers and toes. Can we reach the arms up and overhead? A big morning stretch, pointing from the toes, pointing from the fingers, full body openness. For 3, 2, And one, rolling over to our side of preference. We're just going to take a moment to be a little seed in our fetal posture. You've done amazing work today. Maybe planting the seed of recognition for all the power you hold within. Honoring the fact that you are doing your best, trying your hardest. And this is all you can do. This is all you can ask of yourself. Staying here as long as we'd like, just so I'm in line with the time promised in the video. I will rise. We'll meet in a comfortable seat of your choosing. Arms reach up and overhead. One last big morning stretch, decompressing that spine. Exhaling, palms to heart center. We're gonna finish this practice off with the chanting of Om. Inhaling through the nose. Recognizing the universal consciousness within us all. I thank you so much for taking this time for yourself. I thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, moving forward strong, proud, and honorably. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.